Alright, we just went over the hard point. Now we're gonna skip past this Piccadilly search and destroy because we're gonna save the search and destroy for an R Club search and destroy. I think R Club search and destroy was played one time this weekend, and I found the VOD, so we're gonna get right into that. So let's get into the opening breaks for Domination Hackney Yard. So we're going to be doing Domination Hackney Yard. I wanted to do Chicago Huntsmen versus Florida Mutineers because they're both really good teams, and they both played really strong maps of theirs. Gunrunner Hardpoint, both teams are really strong at, and Hackney Yard DOM, both teams are really strong at. So right off the break here, we see Chicago sending 1 over to this green side and 4 over to this B side. So 1 green, 4 B. No one's really pushing mid. Well, actually 3 B, 1 green, 1 capping A. No one's really watching mid. And as you see, Florida has 2 green, 2 B, and no one really watching mid.
Let's get into this.
Well, actually now they have the people green are watching mid. And the trades coming in on Chicago's end, they're playing really aggressive on B because Hackney Yard domination is really simple. You just want A and B. A and B will win you the game. Hackney Yard domination. You spawn trap them at C. They spawn back here, and then they spawn back here. Sometimes they spawn inside the C building, and you just spawn trap them in this area. There's only really 2 main exits, and there's also a 3rd different exit that they can get up top. So C is bad spawns. That's why Chicago was really aggressive on B. They did a really good job of trying to get this B control. They have control of the B building, and they're playing this pretty much perfectly right off the rip. Florida needs to break this B. So it's very similar to Hardpoint, except you're just breaking a flag position and you don't need to rotate. So Florida got the kills. A lot of Chicago off spawning green side. So Florida did a really interesting thing there. So they pushed out C, they pushed out B, and they pushed out A so that Chicago would spawn green. And that's a really interesting play. So they're getting B, and Chicago's spawning green, and they're getting A. Chicago's trying to rotate back to A because you want to get A, B. But Florida's just being a nuisance over in the A area, also spawning over here. And they have B. Chicago's trying to come back to B as well. Chicago is not really getting any points right now. I don't think they have anything, except they're now getting B, but Florida's spawning right there, stopping them. So Florida doing a really good job of just neutralizing the enemy positions and controlling the map. They have impeccable map control right now because they're forcing Chicago. They had bad spawn. They forced Chicago to spawn C and green while they were capturing B. And Florida did a really great job of controlling the spawns, gaining map control, getting the kills that were needed, and positioning themselves to spawn Chicago where they wanted to. And that was just great plays by Florida. Just take a look at their map positioning, maybe rewatch this VOD a few times and understand their map positioning to get them to spawn Chicago out, and then make a play call in game, because that was just an insane play by Florida. And now they're holding it. You see they have these submachine guns just fucking floating in blue in this B building and taking out the Chicago Huntsmen. Huntsmen have control of B right now, but as you can see, Florida is mounting a comeback. They're completely ignoring C. They're spawning by C. They're ignoring it. They're going directly to B, making sure that they are maintaining this A control. As you see, these players are still watching this A side. They're watching green. They're making sure that they're controlling. They have 4 players inside of B, and then 1 person floating at A. And now 1 person died at A, so they're rotating over towards this B, towards this A side now. You see the 1 person off spawn rotating back over towards A. and then another person coming back from B to help them out. Chicago is just kind of frantically trying to get them to, you know, come back to A so that they can get some kind of B push mounted. But Florida's just doing a really good job of maintaining map control and making sure that no one can get by their cutoffs. They're cutting off, you know, the flags really well. Chicago just can't really get a foothold in this map. See Chicago trying to break B again, kind of getting dismantled by Florida, and then it seems they're coming into completely winning now. RCS gets a nice two-piece there, you know, kind of level the playing field a little bit, but Chicago can't really break this. I mean, if you just look at the way that Florida is completely has a foothold in B, and then you see they're funneling out of this seaside, and then they're just waiting for them to come, and then they're just watching them. Pharaoh has a really nice spot. Scump is top L, but he hasn't really done anything for his team. His teammates can't even get out of their spawn. Finally, Pharaoh falls. So that's a really good spot to be in right there. You know, this P3 area. Just watching that C cut. That's a really nice spot. Top L, watching that C cut. Or even like top green. Has a good line of sight on that.
Yeah, I mean,
and we're gonna see Chicago, 4 people right now pushing this B. 5 people now trying to push this B out, but Florida only has 3 or 4 people in there at all times, and they can just stop Chicago's push. And they still have control of the rest of the map. You see number 7, he's gonna kill number 4. As you know, that's what I was talking about. Coming from green, have your AR posted up. When those gunfights form, we'll just beam skies though. Chicago finally retake B, but I mean there's only 10 seconds left in the round, so you're down by what, 40 now. So coming into this next round, you're gonna have bad side. You have to make waves if you're Chicago to get that A/B control. This next round.
You're so right in the skill and the willpower department. The shame is for the Huntsmen right now is, man, they ended the way they really meant to be in that round as well. It's so hard to break the 2-cap, but Florida, man, that start to play. The scoreline really shows it. Proper skies. We were talking about it during the listening amongst ourselves. He is such a disgusting player, whether it's online, whether it's on land. I mean, he just has this game down pat, my friends. And second half of domination.
Alright, so let's see what Florida is gonna do with the good side now. How their opening break is pretty similar. 3 people B, 1 person green side. Chicago said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna send anyone green side. We're gonna flood B heavy." And I think that was their mistake. I think they should have just sent like maybe like 1 B and then like 3 green or something like that. Just sent like RCD's fucking green and then just sent RCD's blue fucking B. And then send like 3 subs fucking green side, try and flip that. But Florida won the AB. They got trophies. They're set. They're just using this cover and just posted up pre-aiming.
They're running away with this competition. They're looking fantastic at it, Miles. I will say, these guys, whether it's a semi-final or whatever, something is working for them right now.
It's definitely working out. Guys, working out. It's 8 to him. 11 and 8 for Morts. 14 and 9. Going their way. Another slow one.
I don't even know what to say. Like, Chicago just can't break into this B. Like, Florida's just doing a really good job. You see Pharaoh, he's doing a good job of creating that cushion. Like I said, like Pharaoh has a very kill-centric mindset when he plays this game. He, you know, like I said, he tries to create that cushion between the enemy and the enemy spawn and the objective. For the objective players, he's the one running that dead silence, so you know he's trying to get those kills. And he's slide canceling around everywhere, bro. You watch Pharaoh, he's slide canceling. So Chicago made a really good play towards A right there. So now let's see how Florida try and regain composure. You have RCs over there, top green, like I said, watching that C cut.
Favor of Mutineers. Time ticks away, Miles. He's only getting more punishing for them. But as Skies locks down the Lord's top L may be the Lord right now, is the way he's playing.
Let's see. how Florida trying to break this. You got a lot of people bottom.
There's trophies, there's
Bottom and
gunfire.
top L.
It
You have
all
an
seems a
AR
little
top
too
L,
much, and
and
the
then you
Cleveland
have
once again go
4
into
subs
Mutineers.
flood
Guys,
bottom
it's
L,
21
and then that's
10.
how Florida
Pharaoh
retook B.
21 and 14. It's a
They just
struggle,
have
but here from
an AR top
Well,
L,
I
4
don't know
subs
which
bottom
direction
L,
that bus
they
needs to go
flood
to
that
change
shit.
this one around.
Chicago, since they spawned so close, regained control pretty well. Florida needs to flip these spawns or something. We have Mox over here with the AR just chilling, trying to you know, be a thorn on their side. His teammates making good pressure at B while he's distracting the Huntsman over there. His teammates trying to push through, trying to spawn them out green again. You see, they're trying to push out A so that they spawn out green, which they're doing a really good job of. 2 people rotating back to C to maintain C. Both died to Formal. Formal's going to neutralize C. Now Florida need to push A. Florida just need to be like, fuck it, alright, you guys want C? We're going to push A. They're all spawning C now. They have a C8. That's how you know, that's how good Florida has a lockdown on B. They're holding down B while Chicago has an AC. And AC is really hard hold on this map. Florida finally, you know, get that control of A. Now they have that AB again. They did a really good job there of spawning Chicago out green. That's your goal. If you're at C and you want to get that A control, you don't want to push green. You want to push through B and get that A control. You look at that minimap, you have 3 subs inside of B at all times. Maybe even 4, because there's one person coming off respawn about to be inside of B. So 3 or 4 people inside of B at all times is being a nuisance. And B control is very crucial, but also A control is very, very important as well. Florida did a really good job in controlling the spawns. And that's pretty much domination on this map in a nutshell. Have, you know, just watch the 3 lanes, the 3 ways that they can come out of C and hold A and B. And if you're holding CD, get them to spawn green.
Brilliant stuff. They certainly had
have three subs inside of B.
Final 20 now, and we're going to be seeing the trip caps come through. They're just making the stats look.
I mean, there's only 15 seconds left, so it's not really like Chicago can have to come back right now.
Sit back and just go, you know, what have we just seen here? We've seen a very convincing victory. Mutineers again, 25 and 14 for Morts. Sky's 28th kill of the game. He just seems so comfortable. I know there were rumors of
alright, and that's domination. Pretty quick game. I mean, domination is pretty straightforward. We'll move on to the S&D. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.